Mayan calendar. As a matter of fact, it is the most accurate reading of the Mayan calendar is what we would call the stock market. In every day, the stock market, and at night, there has economic debacle. We are now in the third night of this cycle, and we are going to see not just a depression. The depression was a Sunday picnic next to what we're going at this time.
Gosh.
Imagine California cutting off all welfare payments.
Oh, what time period are we talking about?
In the next few months.
Oh, my gosh.
Because California just defaulted on a $15 billion bond. They could not find anyone to buy the California and to leverage them out of their debt. Drastic cuts are going to have to be made in California. What's the first thing to be cut? Public services. This is not some fantasy. Go and read, study.
Now, Ian, please guide me there right now, because I want to guide the folks, the guys listening in right now. I'm on your website, and from the home page, click on what? Click on articles. Okay. Give me just a second while articles.
Well, there are very many.
Oh, deeper truths.
And calendar category, the truth files, which has the current events, and the deeper truth file.
Oh my gosh, Ian, when did you post this? I had no idea that you had been following this. How could I not have known?
Well, didn't tell you.
Holy cow, folks! You got to go to this page. Go to Mayan Magix, Mayan, M-A-Y-A-N-M-A-J-I-X, from the home page. Let me go backwards because I want to steer you to this. This is all. Then go to click on article. When you go to the article, click on deeper. And look at this. Here are the titles, folks. The bankruptcy of the United States, the truth about your money, your bank, and your debt, 31 questions and answers about the Internal Revenue Service, the IRS has an income tax problem, and it goes on. It looks like there's 12 articles. Ian, how long have you been following this? With my interview with Carlos was the first time I really switched my attention to the possibility of an economic collapse in such a short period.
Well, as a matter of fact, frankly, to you and everybody else who is listening, we were forced into bankruptcy. We were forced into bankruptcy in December of last year. And since then, we have been entrenched in the court system and investigating the actual status of each individual person as opposed to the corporate identity they have been assigned. You see, each person has been created as an individual corporation by the Corporation of the United States. The number of your corporation is your Social Security number.
Yes, that is true, folks. They either give you a federal tax ID number, and it coexist with your Social Security number, and that is, I can tell you, because Earth Changes TV is an incorporation, that is your corporate number.
Yes. Now, the fact is that each and every person out there, living and breathing, is not a number.
That's right.
All of the corporate debt that America has is applied only to that number. None of you are that number.
Well,
unless you agree that you're that number. You can agree by tacit consent, that is, by your silence. Unless you stand up and notify people that you are not the number that they assign to you, then you are that number.
And what happens, Ian, when you do such a thing as say, I am not that number? How, did they come down on you? What happened?
Not at all.
Really?
No. In fact, they have the forms to actually make that statement at every Secretary of State's office or webpage in the nation. It's called the UCC, Uniform Commercial Code. The Uniform Commercial Code is the law of the planet. Everything is commerce. Court is commerce. Law, all law is based on commerce.
Yes, it is.
And so the Uniform Commercial Code is worldwide law. And you can register yourself as not being part of that system. I would advise every single person that's listening to this to go to your Secretary of State of your state, go to the webpage, and look up UCC. You'll find a UCC1 form. Now, they don't give you real particular directions to fill it out. But the fact is that by registering that you are not part of their corporate identity, you then are taking steps toward your own sovereignty.
Now, my guess would be, I haven't experienced it, Ian. You have, so the first thoughts that come to mind is that they're going to punish you for that kind of thing.
They cannot. It's their own law.
Did they welcome your changes and suggestion, or did they frown? Did they try to discourage you?
Not in the least. They acknowledged them.
Really?
Yes. In 1933, President Roosevelt made a declaration that the nation was in bankruptcy. And at that time, he introduced the New Deal.
Yes.
The New Deal was, you turn in all your gold and silver, and we will give you paper. Whoo! New Deal.
Yes, that's... Yeah. Yeah,
now,
bum deal.
The fact is that if people go to our website and they can research this, HJR, that's House Joint Resolution number 192, states that every American citizen is absolved from any debt. In bankruptcy, there is no way to pay.
Yes.
They just kind of forgot to tell everybody about that. They made a law and didn't tell anyone. So everybody out there listening, you are not in debt. There is no debt possible in a bankrupt system.
Really? Now, I'm trying to grasp this, Ian. What you're saying is so. Gosh, I really don't know any soft way to say it, but what many have got to be thinking, it appears to be outrageous. It couldn't be this simple.
Okay, let me make it much more simple.
All right.
For everyone.
All right.
All jurisdiction. Now, everybody out there is supposedly under some jurisdiction, right?
Yes.
Okay. All jurisdiction is predicated on one fact: the borders. Whether it's the border of your city, the border of your county, the border of your state, or the border between United States and Canada and Mexico, it doesn't matter. All jurisdiction is predicated on one thing: the border. Okay, go find me the border. Go show me the line on the ground. There is no border. So there is no jurisdiction.